got a little bit of a special treat for you this go around. We've got a buddy of mine, the Asian McGuyver, who is going to do a little segment for you on some interesting guns, the Marlin Camp 45. And after that, I'll have a little bit more cool information for you. We've got some events coming up here shortly at the shop. So be sure to stick around for that. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, this is the Asian McGuyver with Guardian Armory. Today we'll be doing a review on the Marlin Camp carbine chambered in 45 ACP. Camp carbine was created by Marlin Firearms Company between 1985 to 1999. The 45 ACP model was started in 86 and continued all the way till 1999. It is a direct blowback firearm chambered in 45 ACP. One of the features of this is that it uses a standard 1911 magazine. I believe it's a 7-round magazine that goes in here. As you can see, it's open. Bullet weight, trigger pull is fairly clean for something of this age. It's not too creepy. Reset is very crisp as well. The safety on this firearm is a standard blade style, kind of like an M1 carbine. In fact, it is about the same length as an M1 carbine with a barrel that is 16.5 inches long, and it weighs roughly 6 3/4 pounds. Now, one of the features of this gun is that it has the tapped upper receiver that I have a weaver rail on. It will fit a Picatinny. I had to make some adjustment cuts right here to fit a standard Picatinny red dot. The sights are standard, nothing to write home about, with the rear blade and a front sight here. Do have a nifty flash hider on there. There is a hood that's supposed to go over this, which did not come with the rifle that I bought. Taking it apart, I've already loosened the bolt or the securing screws, so it essentially slides out. There we go. And there are pins here and here that hold it together. Those pins keep the upper receiver and this lower plastic part together. I'll take a little file and punch those pins out. There we go. With the pins removed, they just both pull out. And it splits in half. Now that piece that just fell off, this is supposedly goes in right here, and it is the mechanism that is your last round hold open. There's a little tiny spring, which is kind of a pain to reassemble at the very bottom of that. It is an offset bolt with a the recoil spring. The recoil taken apart is basically lifting it up, and it just falls out like that. Now, one of the manufacturing problems of this was this buffer piece. It came with one that did not last that long. I've since replaced it with a modern one. You can get these at Midway USA pretty cheap. Fairly bulky bolt, and a lot of machining work done on this thing with the receiver all machined out, which may have led to some of the production costs being so high, and possibly why it was discontinued by Marlin. Reassembly is just basically fairly straightforward, and reverse of the assembly, the piece goes inside like this, slides into the receiver. Then you would take the charging handle and stick it in place. A lot easier to do without a camera, trying to do it in front of the camera, but you get the gist. It's a fairly straightforward firearm. This right here is the last round hold open mechanism. Just a thin piece of sheet metal that's kind of interesting. This housing right here is made out of plastic with two metal reinforcing plates that kind of house all of the pins and firing control stuff. This side of the plate is actually complete with the pegs welded on, and this side is actually, this is the pin that holds it all to, or the washer that holds it all together, and this will remove first, and all the other pieces will slide in first, slide in together. It's a huge pain to put together because you have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins to slide in place, and getting it all to work together is takes some getting used to. Okay, so that's pretty much it. This being an Asian McGuyver segment, nothing would be complete without some sort of a modified project. So I'll set this aside, I'll put it together later on. But we have here, we have an XDM chambered in 45 ACP. Now you'll notice that there's a little cutout in this magazine, whereas the XDM usually catches forward. There's a little cutout right here. What is this cutout for? Well, I have here another Marlin Camp 45. This one is a 45 upper receiver. You know, not the prettiest. Kind of got some surface rust and looks a little janky. This has the choke floating stock, which makes it pretty small package. I'll be putting in some pictures of both guns later on in the video. But the magazine well is fat, and there's some Wonder Putty there. But as you notice, 1911 mag doesn't go in. So XDM mag goes in, locks in. So this is a Marlin Camp 45 that has been remagazined for a XDM double stack 45 magazine. The lower portion of the magwell and trigger is actually from a Marlin Camp 9 that I just happen to have parts for. So modernize this gun, kind of doubled the magazine capacity, potentially more if I put on the extended magazine for the XD. So I'll be rolling in some pictures of these, and then you can take a look at both of them in full view. But this is the Asian McGuyver with Guardian Armory. Hope you had a good day. These are somewhat collectible now because Marlin, as I said earlier, stopped making them in 1999. Retail price on these was about $450 when they first came out, and they're actually going for $600 on up, depending on the condition of the gun. But this is the Asian McGuyver with Guardian Armory. Have a great day.
So here we have the wooden Marlin Camp 45. Here is the modified Camp 45. Here's a Camp 90. That was the Asian McGuyver with his Marlin Camp 90. Boy, he's a trip. Let me tell you something. We've got some exciting events coming up this weekend. Actually, at the store, we're going to have our grand opening ceremony started Saturday from 10 to 2. We're going to have it catered by Tacos for Life, which is a really good organization. I highly recommend those guys. The tacos will be here. The beans will be here. the guns will be here. So you need to be here too. We are actually going to be drawing for our giveaway that we've had posted on the Facebook site here the past few weeks. The drawing for that will take place towards the end of the day on Saturday. You don't have to be present to win, of course. We'll notify the winner, and we'll post it on Facebook as well. We're also going to be giving away some prizes, some ammo. We're going to be giving away some prepper gear, lots of other little things, all in one bundle. And basically, the way that's going to work is anybody that buys a gun on Saturday, we'll assign a number to your receipt. And at the end of the day, we're going to do a random number generator contest, and whoever pops up will win a package of ammo, some medical supplies, prepper gear, and a couple other little goodies thrown in there. So, again, that's this Saturday, August 15th. Well, goes my phone. August 15th, here 816 Union Street South in lovely Concord, North Carolina, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So don't miss out on that. Also want to let you know I got another video coming up soon that I'm going to do. I just acquired a Walther P38 from World War II. It has a little bit of an interesting history behind it. And I'm going to do a little compare and contrast in between that gun and a Walther PPQ, which is a more modern pistol itself from the Walther bloodline. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. In the meantime, any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a message down in the comments section or give us a call. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. In the meantime, take care, and we'll see you around.